I don't know his average. If I had to guess, I'd say 25, 27 points, and that's freakish. And whenever I talk to some of the boys on our team, I'm like, okay, what's the Pittsburgh matchup? And it was like one sentence. If you hold Grant under 20, you win the game. And I guess that'd be true for some teams, I think. But I think that for it to be true for us, our players, aside from whoever is guarding Grant, have to step up as well. Because Pittsburgh has a lot of athletes, and Grant just happens to be a superior one, his talent and how good he is kind of mask how good his surrounding teammates are. Hayden McCoy's really good. LJ Butcher's pretty good. They have a lot of other players who can shoot the ball pretty well too. So how good Grant is makes his teammates seem a little less, you know what I mean? He gets so much attention that it takes away from his teammates, and that shouldn't be happening because they're really good as well.
Well, and there's been games where really if you talk to any coach around the league, the key is Javon Grant. You shut down Javon Grant, you give yourself a really, really good chance of winning this basketball
It does give
game.
you a lot better chance to win, totally.
Or if you can even hold him to 10 or less.
Oh, 10 or less. Oh,
win.
wow.
But if he gets 15 or more, you lose.
Yeah, because we saw the Grizzlies played the best game we've seen them play in a long, long time at Parsons, and we scored 60-some points, mid-high 60s, I think. And that was the best game we've ever played. And Pittsburgh running clocked is 60-something to 30. It was somewhere in there. So I don't think if Pittsburgh scores 60-plus, I don't think we win the game. So we have to.
You can't outscore the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. There isn't a team in the league that if Pittsburgh shoots 70% or better, you're going to beat them.
Yeah.
I would say that. I don't care if anybody's 6-2 in the league. I don't care if you beat them. The only reason why you beat them, you held Pittsburgh to 50 or less.
I agree. And that begins on the defensive end. And it's just one of those things that's tough. I'm not saying we can't win this game. I will say for 100% truth, this is going to be a lot better game than the one in Pittsburgh. The game we played in Pitt, we hadn't played for like 3 weeks. And Pitt had played that prior Tuesday or Thursday, or Friday, whatever it was. They had played a couple days earlier, and we hadn't played for like 3 weeks. And we were missing Trey, Vincent, and Trent. And we've gotten a lot better since then. So this is going to be a lot more competitive game.
Yeah, this one really sets up the stage for what could make for we talked about next week being even bigger for the boys' side. Right now, the boys sit at 4-4 in the league. Parsons and Pittsburgh. Parsons sits at 5-3. Pittsburgh at 6-2 now because these are updated. This is a stepping stone towards Labette County having a chance at an SEK League title. It's not out of reach.
No.
Fort Scott's still going to lose some games. They lost one to Lewisburg last game. But you've got to win this one to give yourself a shot next week against Chanute, Coffeyville, and Independence. 3 games, you could go 3-0. Flip the script. If you win out, you're 9-4 right now.
Right.
8-4, correction.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. And I'm assuming that Pittsburgh has to play Parsons again next week. So that could be big. But, we talk about all this, and all of that will only come true. We have to win this game. We have to win this game. If we lose this game, we go 4-5 and drop back by too many games. If we lose tonight, we probably don't win the SEK. We have to win this game. We have to.
As we're approaching action here inside Harrison Gymnasium, it's 3 minutes to go till the start of this one. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We come back. We'll have national anthem and the starting lineup right here on KLKC 106.7 FM. Grizzlies versus the Dragons. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to KLKC 106.7 for Grizzly basketball here as the Grizzlies get set to take on the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. American flag is coming down out of the Raptors as we're awaiting the starting lineups and the national anthem as starters are starting to take their tops off. So we will listen in as the LCHS Grizzly band plays the national anthem, and then we'll join you back here with the starting lineups for the Dragons versus the Grizzlies. National anthem performed, and now for the starting lineups between the Labette County Grizzlies and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. First for the visitors, the Purple Dragons. It is a senior, number 2 at 6 foot, LJ Butcher. Number 3, a 5'11 senior, Javon Grant. Number 4, 6'1 junior, Elijah Thornton. Number 10, a 6'5 senior, Hayden McCoy. And number 11, a 6'4 sophomore, Jackson Turnbull. So again, for these Dragons, Butcher, Grant, Thornton, McCoy, and Turnbull. And for the Labette County Grizzlies, it's the normal 5, a 5'10 sophomore, Trey Vincent. Number 5, a 5'11 junior, Eli Heston. Number 10, a 6 foot junior, Chase Carnahan. A 6'2 junior, number 12, Alex Meister. And number 21, a 6 foot senior, Trent Brock. So again, Vincent, Heston, Carnahan, Meister, and Brock. It's the Dragons versus the Grizzlies. Jack, let's get it real quick. 3 keys tonight for Labette County to become victorious tonight against the league leader, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons.
Well, the notorious first key is going to have to be to stop Javon Grant. I've heard players say it. I've heard other people say it. Whenever you think of Pittsburgh, you have to stop Javon Grant or you do not have a chance. He scores 20, 25. I'll even go out and say 30. We don't win this game, so we have to contain him. Second one, I have been salivating for about 3 weeks now. I want to see high-low action with our guards and Hudson Baker. We're so close to being pretty efficient at it. We're right there. I want to see a lot of post feeds, pick and rolls with Hudson, and I want to see him make strong moves at the rim. And the third one is going to be to keep the game where you want it, pace-wise, control-wise, everything. We have to establish this game as our game, not just by the score on the scoreboard, but what happens on the court and how fast we play. Because if it gets out of hand and it gets sloppy, we're probably 7 deep, honestly. We're a 7 deep team. So we're really going to have to keep our players not tired, and that comes with playing at our pace.
Dragons will begin this basketball game with the ball as they're in their road purples, white numerals, black stripe down the side. Labette County in their home whites, red numerals. as it is going right inside to McCoy to start. He puts up a floater over Brock. It's no good. Rebound, Labette County, and they'll push the tempo as Carnahan looks to attack. He's going to reverse it out, try to get it inside to Trent Brock, but it's tipped out by Pittsburgh.
It's nice to see Trent make a good move down there and not foul on top of that. He so many times has about 3 fouls going into the locker room, and it'd be great to see him with just 1 or 2 at half.
As it is, ball inbounded to Chase Carnahan. 2 young coaches going at it once again as Jack likes to see new head coach of the Pittsburgh Dragons, Jordan Woods, in his first season with the Dragons. As Labette County will get it up top to Eli Heston. Heston working left now, jumps it outside to Vincent. Vincent's going to bring it back up top, guarded by Grant, but a near steal taken away by Heston. Grizzlies looking to drive, and it's a traveling violation against Alex Meister. It will be Dragons basketball after a turnover on the first possession by Labette County.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad possession. A bad pass there that we somehow got. But other than that, it was a pretty good possession. It looked clean.
Grant drives right on Chase Carnahan, but right into the Brock wall as it is a charge taken by Trent Brock. That is team foul number 1 and personal foul number 1 against Javon Grant.
And that is the stoppage of play here.
As there is a book question, and so they will get book clarity on the foul.
Anyways, that's the best way in step 1 to stopping him, to create a charge, personal foul, and a turnover all in one, and momentum. That's a great way to start by stopping Javon Grant.
Full court pressure by these Dragons, 2-2-1. Vincent gets it, diving up the middle, kicks it out to Brock. He's going to pull up from right inside the three-point line, misses everything, and it's a steal by Vincent, trying to get away from McCoy. McCoy will take it back, and now a foul on Trey Vincent as Vincent's trying to get in the head of McCoy, and Coach Argerbright likes the effort earlier.
Yeah, he just winked and clapped at Trey, and Trey has came a really long way. Him and Griff have become a go-to. Earlier on, they weren't bad, but they necessarily weren't reliable, and they have become that.
McCoy pulls up from the free throw line. It's no good. Rebound by Brock, or over Brock. Rebound Heston. Heston's going to set up the offense for Labette County, as it's going to come right wing to Vincent. Vincent guarded by McCoy. Down screen set. Ball rotates around the perimeter for the Grizzlies. They're looking inside. They're trying to set up Heston. Thornton jumped the passing lane. Turnover, Labette County up the floor to Grant. That's going to be the easiest 2 points Grant probably gets all night, as it is a layup, and 2-0 Pittsburgh here 2 minutes in. As full court pressure here by the Dragons, it's going to go on Thornton with the foul, as that is his first, team second, his first. So
we run that play a lot. Yeah, we run that play a lot with the double screen, and Eli comes around top, and it looked like Thornton kind of read it and stuck his hand right in the passing lane.
Heston gives it back to Meister. Meister will drive left, nothing there, picks up his dribble, spin move, looking, needs help. Fadeaway put up by Meister. Bank shot, no good. Meister saves it, though, and it's all the way out to Vincent. Labette County with a fresh set here to go.
Yeah, somehow, I guess, just did a good enough job of crashing the boards, which is something we haven't been the best at recently, so it's nice to see us get some offensive boards.
It's Alex Meister with the basketball. Swings it right wing to Vincent as he cuts through. 4 out, 1 in for Labette County. A lot of cutting action as Meister drives, gets his man in the air, dumps it into Brock. Brock gets it, Turnbull up in the air, but Grant strips it out with active hands as Grant's going to drive left all the way into Carnahan. Puts up a fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Butcher on the crash, and he will lay it in. LJ Butcher just recently signed with the Washburn Rural College for football, the Ichabods, as I remember right, or Ichabods, however you say
Ichabods,
it,
yep.
As he will be attending there next fall to play football. As Meister launches a 3 here, it's long, no good. Tipped out of bounds off of the Dragons, so it'll be Labette County basketball here, trailing 4-0 with 4:42 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's offense, kind of to put it into one sentence, there's really nowhere they are not. They're everywhere. They really do a nice job of filling in for each other.
Heston with the basketball, dumps it inside to cutting Carnahan. He'll give it off to Brock, now back out to Heston. Heston's going to launch an uncontested 3, goes halfway down and back out. Rebound McCoy, and Grant's going to push the tempo. as he drives in the middle, and Carnahan fouls him sooner, and then he goes back and blocks the shot later, as that'll be Carnahan's first. And we're going to see Griffin Eaton check in his ball game, replacing Trey Vincent.
And down here on the other end on our last possession, we had the ball under the basket and didn't even attempt a shot. I would like to have seen us try to force a foul there.
Ball comes back to the corner to Grant. Carnahan not giving him any space. Pull up for Grant. It's short, no good. Rebound 5-4. Butcher comes away with it. He misses the putback. Turnbull, a big body to deal with on the inside. What a save by Griffin Eaton in the corner. Labette County pushing the tempo. Full court pass and a layup. What a dime from Eli Heston to Chase Carnahan. 4-2. Pittsburgh trying to respond right back. Kick to the corner to Butcher. He's going to pump fake, drive baseline, squeeze it corner to Thornton. He's going to launch a three around the rim and out. Turnbull with his big body gets on the boards and puts it in. And no time wasted. Coach Argerbright turns around and says, big fellow, let's go. And here comes the 6'6" Hudson Baker into the ballgame.
And Turnbull so far has been the biggest force on the boards for us regarding the Dragons. Rather than McCoy or any of their guards, he is, the past two possessions, he's gotten an offensive rebound for him each time. And this one came away with two.
Turnbull going for the old-fashioned three-point play. The shot is up and in. 7-2 Pittsburgh lead, as Meister's going to take a seat and Baker will replace him here in the lineup. Carnahan with it, running the point guard position. He'll give it off to Heston. Now Heston's going to drive left, stop on a dime, try to reverse it back out as he'll get it over to Eaton. Eaton trying to work against Butcher. Now he's trying to find driving lane, nothing there. Dumps it off now to Heston. Inside to Baker, back out to Carnahan. As you can see, Pittsburgh's making a presence to make sure they stay in on Hudson Baker. A drive by Eaton, hands it off to Brock. Not where you want Brock to catch the basketball, but he'll hand it off to Heston. Heston will pull up from the free throw line. A little long, no good. Rebound 5-4. Grant comes away with it as Grant's going full court, and a good foul by Eli Heston, as they're just going to make sure to stay in Grant's head the whole night and let him know that they know he's here.
Yeah, and that was, you said good foul. That was getting ready to turn into 2 points for Pittsburgh because they're really good at getting in front of you. It would have been a 4-on-2 situation because Eli and Griff were both already still down here, and they would have already been way in front of us, so a good foul.
Mason English checks into the ball game. He will replace Thornton. And Vincent comes into the ball game. He'll replace Trent Brock. So Turnbull going to be a force for Labette County as an and one opportunity. And there's a reason why this sophomore's in the starting lineup for the Purple Dragons.
Yeah, he's good. He knows how to use his body. He's big, but he's not that big. And he's really smart with it. He knows when to jump, he knows when to crash, and he knows how to score.
As Grant's griping at the official, wanting fouls, and may become that mentality of, hey, I'm the best player in this gym, you got to give me what I want. And it's not the officiating crew I think I'd want to bark at, as they might be quick to give him a tee here.
Yeah, I think you're right. They called a really good girls game, and Labette County already with 5 team fouls with 2.5 to go in the first quarter.
Ball comes over now to Trey Vincent. Vincent's going to hand it off to Eaton. 9-2 the score. 2:23 remains in quarter number 1. Heston outside gives it off to Vincent. Continual cuts for Labette County. Ball comes now over to Carnahan, guarded by English. Now to Vincent. Labette County not really making many cuts to the front of the rim, more of a jab step and back to the three-point line. Carnahan at top of the key, now to Vincent on the right corner. They'll go inside to Baker. He will go up and be fouled from behind, as the foul is going to go on number 11, Jackson Turnbull, as he tried to come up from behind and block Baker, not successful in doing so.
Yeah, and there's that high-low action that is there, and we're finally starting to learn, hey, we can score here and we can get the ball there.
Hudson Baker connects on the first of 2 free throws, so one more to come for Baker. John Redford, number 2, is going to check into the ball game for Labette County, along with number 12, Alex Meister, as that's going to send Vincent and Eaton both back to the bench. So we've got Baker, Meister, Redford, Heston, and Carnahan. Long free throw here from Baker. Ball coming up the floor for the Dragons, as it is Grant going right into the body of Hudson Baker. Does not get it, but another rebound by Jackson Turnbull and a foul on Chase Carnahan. That is his second team foul, number 6.
Yeah, Turnbull again. He's giving us fits. We're not boxing. We're putting a body on him, but we're not backing him up. We're just kind of leaving him there.
Turnbull hits the first of 2 free throws. One more to come. Vincent coming in. He will replace Carnahan. So Carnahan will check out. That's where Pittsburgh's a tough matchup for us. We match up well with most teams around the league, but Pittsburgh is one of those teams, and Independence is the other one, that it's hard for us to match up when there's multiple bigs.
Multiple, yeah, you're right.
Second shot is up for Turnbull. It is no good, as Thornton came from behind and poked it out of the hands of Hudson Baker, but they're going to say it was off of Baker, and it will stay with the Purple Dragons.
And that's one you have to have. I mean, that was Hudson's rebound. Whether it was out on him or not, it shouldn't have been poked out of his hands in the first place.
Ball kicked out to Thornton for 3. No
there
good.
You go.
Rebound Baker. Baker's going to give it up to John Redford, who's going to run the point guard position for the Grizzlies. 10-3 the score here. 7-point Dragon lead with 1:32 to go in quarter number 1. Meister with it on the left wing as Thornton continues to be a presence on the defensive side. John Redford, beautiful dish off to Hudson Baker, and Baker not able to finish it. As now going the other way, it's Thornton. They're letting the basketball game get a little physical as it's poked out of bounds by Labette County. So Turnbull had an effect there on Baker as well, as now Brock's going to check in and Heston's going to check out.
That was a good-looking drive there from John Redford, and a really nice look to Hudson on the backside. We're finally learning to start to use him to our advantage.
Grant seeking fouls, tried to get John Redford to buy on the body, and it did not happen. As now Coach Argerbright's not happy, and the official stand right there. He threw it to the other official. As now ball's getting set to get inbounded once again for the Dragons. They're going to skip it cross court. They're going to go right at John Redford. And it's Javon Grant, and it is a rebound. Hudson Baker, Labette County basketball. 10-3 the score here, 54 seconds to go. Butcher with the steal, tosses up the floor to Thornton, now to Grant. Grant's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. As they called another foul, and this one's going to go against Alex Meister. I don't know what happened.
Was he down there?
So
did Alex touch him? Like he blew the
bucket's
okay.
good.
Okay. Our video cameraman confirms.
He did touch him?
He confirms.
Okay.
Okay.
So bucket is good. So Meister picks up another foul. So now the question is it going to be
a one and
one, or is the ball going out of bounds to Pittsburgh now? As the officials are discussing here at center court.
Looks like they're going to inbound it.
So now that is team foul number 7 in the first quarter for Labette County. And that is 2 on Alex Meister. 12-3 the score. As now Coach Argerbright asking for an explanation. Doesn't argue whatever was said. And so now it's inbounded into LJ Butcher. Kick to the corner. Grant Hill launch a 3. No good. Rebound. Poked out of bounds by the Dragons. It is Labette County basketball. So as ugly as the first quarter has been for Labette County, it's 12-3.
Yeah. Yeah, and
we're
hopefully
only down 9 right now.
Yeah, and hopefully it's not one of those things where we're only down 9 because Pittsburgh hasn't had enough time to get up by more. You know, hopefully we can look at it from the other way around, whereas we can come back. But we got to score in the next 30 seconds.
Ball comes over to Vincent. Now he's looking to drive. Nothing there. Backs it back out. Gets a seam now. Kicks it to Heston. Heston's not going to shoot the 3. Up top to Meister. 20 seconds now. Vincent on the right wing with the basketball. Dribbles it back up. Gets a screen from Brock. As now he drives left. Spin move in the lane. Floater no good. Rebound Baker. Baker goes back up. No good. Rebound English. Up the floor to Butcher. Grant somehow comes away with it. He will miss the layup, and not enough time. So with everything that just happened here in this final minute, the score still stays the same.
Yep.
It's 12-3. Labette County down 9. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast. Better call 911. At stroke's first sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
I'm a patriot and a mechanic, which means I know the difference between a symbol and a tool. The American flag is a symbol of everything that I would die to defend. This is a tool. It says nothing about my politics. I wear it to protect the people that I love. We have a job to do, and this is the right tool for that job.
Grizzly basketball to start quarter number 2. It's 12-3 the Dragons. They try to go inside to Baker. The pass is behind him. Full court pass up to Grant. He's going right at Alex Meister. An official blew the whistle before there was ever any contact.
Anticipation call.
Anticipation call is correct. So they're going to get a block on Alex Meister. The bucket counts. And so Meister will check out along with Vinson. And that will send Eaton and Carnahan both back into the ball game.
That's 3 on Alex.
And that's a big 3 on Alex Meister as Grant hits the next free throw, 15-3. As Coach Argerbright says, play through it and battle.
That's all you can do.
Team fouls are 8-3, so not exactly in Labette County's favor. 3 from Heston in the corner, hits the front rim and out. Outlet up front to Javon Grant. He attacks the front of the rim and lays it in, and he doesn't even go to get a foot in the lane. He just goes out and waits for the ball to come out with those big fellas underneath.
Yeah, he's really good at finishing at the rim, and we used to do this same stuff my 7th and 8th grade year, especially my 8th grade year. The second we would rebound it, turn and just launch it to the other end, track it down, make a layup. And that's what Pittsburgh's doing right now. No one's getting back on our end.
Eli Heston with it, gives it off to Carnahan now as Labette County looking to set up an offensive play here. Down screen for Baker, he surveys, gives it off to Heston. Heston's going to set it back up top, give it off to Trent Brock. Ball rotates perimeter as now it comes over to Griffin Eaton. Continues to rotate around the perimeter for Labette County, trying to find something.
Yeah, the ball's sticking right now. We can't even get it inside to create more space for us. It's looking really hard for us. And Turnbull's doing a good job.
Pittsburgh's making us catch the ball 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line. As a reverse layup here on a back cut by Eli Heston. Labette County finally cracks the scoreboard again, 17-5, and they'll push the tempo as now Thornton's going to have an open 3. He misses it strong as Butcher tries to just punch it out. Rebound Chase Carnahan as he looks to attack on Grant, puts the floater up and it rolls in, 17-7. Coach Arkwright begging for a foul call.
Coach, sit down.
As now it's Pittsburgh basketball, 17-7. So lead back down to 10. Grant's going to drive. Pump fake, go up, miss the first one, gets his rebound, goes up and makes the second one. 19-7. I'm going to say if Arkwright gets a technical, it's more of to get his team fired up at some point.
Yeah. Sometimes whenever my dad and I are watching KU and they're doing bad, which is a lot of the time, Dad will say, Self, get a technical, and it kind of lights a fire under the whole squad.
Carnahan launches a 3, misses. Rebound, Faffor out on Turnbull. It will stay with Labette County. And now it will be, and poor same officials getting griped at now by Coach Woods of the Pittsburgh bench.
Yeah, and anytime it's 19-7, sometimes even if the fouls aren't bad, you kind of complain just because it's not a good mood throughout the whole gym.
And like you mentioned earlier, it's a boring basketball game right now. Not much going on. The points are all runouts. They're not within a system. They're get it in, go. It's like we're calling street ball right now.
Yeah, it is. It is. And there have been a couple times where there's been very little effort on our part because Pittsburgh has gotten a lot of second chance opportunities.
So 19-7, Labette County trying to get it in. Eaton surveying, tries to launch it into Heston. He gets it. Now to Carnahan. Carnahan drives, dumps it into McCarty. He's going to fade away and go up and connect it for Russell McCarty. Labette County down 10 now, 19-9. As Grant's working on Carnahan, goes right at Hudson Baker. And he goes up and scores it. The Labette County faithful behind us are getting restless even now. 21-9 the score.
I think Grant does that to a lot of fan bases.
Just because he's that good?
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
So Eaton working, trying to get away from Thornton. It will stay Labette County basketball. Meister's going to check in with those 3 fouls. Hudson Baker's going to check out. Trey Vincent will check in, replacing Griffin Eaton. And now Cooper Peak's going to check in, replacing Chase Carnahan. So for Labette County on the floor, it is Vincent, Heston, Peak, Meister, and McCarty. And for the Purple Dragons, it's Grant, Butcher, McCoy, English, and Turnbull. As ball poked out of bounds by Turnbull, it will be Labette County basketball. Vincent set to inbound it. As they get it into Meister. Meister now surveys, backs it back out. Kicks it out now to Eli Heston. Ball rotates perimeter. Grant gets a poke out on Vincent. He's going to look to attack up and under, connects the layup. And it will be Labette County now down 23-9.
He has 15.
15 of the 23.
He has 11 in the second quarter.
As it's going to be Vincent on the right wing looking for a cutting Meister. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Cooper Peak. Peak now surveys, backs it out. Now he's going to back it all the way out to the Grizzly Paul, trying to find somebody. He's going to drive, try to dump it in McCarty. McCarty tracks it down. He'll go up and be fouled as Turnbull's going to pick up his second foul here in the first half. And it will send Thornton right back to the line. So McCarty's going to step to the line for 2 shots here at the 3:49 mark in the second quarter. As the first one is up, awkward looking free throw shot. Almost went down.
Yeah, he's always had that stroke. It's just what he's comfortable with.
Short arm. It's almost like he just stops.
Hey, who needs rotation?
Hey.
Russell doesn't. Look, this is going to go in.
It's the Azubuike shot.
Yeah.
It's Doak at the line. 23-9 Pittsburgh. As Grant's looking to drive left, he'll get by 2 defenders, dumps it inside to McCoy. What a dish from Javon Grant. And it puts Pittsburgh up 25-9 here, 3:35 to go in the first half. Meister with it, yet to have a score here in this one. Kicks it to Vincent in the corner. Taking away the right hand are the Dragons. And all passing lanes for Labette County as Heston now has it. Heston's going to drive middle, dump it in to McCarty. McCarty pump fakes, goes up and scores it. Russell McCarty giving Labette County some life off the bench. 25-11. Grant pulls up for 3 and 2. They say it's a 2. Foot was on the line, so he responds for the Dragons. 27-11.
Yeah, he's not too bad, you know. Grant can ball.
Yeah, he's smooth.
17. Wait. Yeah, 17 points. He's got 17.
17 of the 27 for the Dragons. And it is English picking up a foul as he was trying to cut off the would-be dribbler of Alex Meister. Russell McCarty's going to check out, and it will send Griffin Eaton back in. So Labette County going really small with 5 guards on the floor here against the Dragons. A drive and a scoop and a score for Eli Heston. As Labette County's going to go back into zone, 2-3 zone. English is going to launch a 3. He hits it. As now the Dragons go back up 30-13.
Yeah, they're really good. And you said earlier, and it's so true, we don't really match up tremendously with them. Are we playing that good? No. But we really do not match up that well, very well against them across the board.
And you look at a team like Fort Scott, everybody says, man, how's Fort Scott beat a team like Pittsburgh when we beat Fort Scott? Fort Scott matches well with this team.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look with 5 across the 5, if Fort Scott plays well, yeah, I can see him beating them.
Yeah.
Vincent set to inbound for Labette County, hits a cutting Meister, no foul, and Meister misses the 2-footer. Out in transition are the Purple Dragons, and Grant launches a 3 in transition and hits it. There's no offense.
I knew that was going in. I mean, who didn't know that was going in?
Ball goes inside for Meister. It's stripped out. It will stay with Labette County. Coach Arkwright turns around and sends Trent Brock to the table along with Hudson Baker and Chase Carnahan, as Peak will check out, Meister will check out along with Trey Vinson.
Yeah, Grant has 20 of the 33, and whenever people say, yeah, if you're going to hold him under a certain score, you'll probably win, I'm seeing more and more why that's true. He scores 75-80% of their points.
Ball inbounded for Labette County, and it goes deep into Heston. A foul called as Butcher got the arm of Eli, so it will stay with Labette County.
1-1. That's good.
Butcher keeps saying he took ball and doesn't agree with the call, as that is 2 on LJ Butcher. So now we're going to see number 12, Brett O'Hara, 6'5" senior for these Dragons. And the length just gets even more for the Dragons, as now you've got 6'5" Hayden McCoy and 6'5" Brett O'Hara. First free throw for Heston is good. 1:56 to go in the half. It is the Dragons 33 and the Grizzlies 14. One more to come for Heston. It is short. Rebound O'Hara. Ball up the corner to English. He'll launch a 3 and he'll hit it. The Purple Dragons are clicking on every cylinder possible.
He's got a good stroke.
Oh, he's in English. Remember the other ones?
He's got good English.
As it is a steal by Thornton. Good remarks, Jack.
Trying to lighten the mood.
English dumps it off to Grant. Grant goes up right into the body of Hudson Baker. I don't know what else you could have want Baker to do. As now Baker picks up his first, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
As Argabright's asking the official how that's not a foul on Grant for jumping square into his body.
Yeah, and that, like, he drew that foul. That was a good job by Grant, knowing what the refs are calling this game and taking advantage.
Heston kicks it out, rotated around the perimeter. 39-14 the score. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the half. Ball goes inside to Hudson Baker. He goes up.
There you go.
And scores it for Labette County. 39-16. Ball up the corner. English is going to launch another 3. Misses. Rebound Trent Brock. As Brock's going to have to bring it up the floor for a little bit.
He didn't want to. You could tell he didn't want to bring it up if he had to, but he was going to.
So it is Eaton with the basketball, crosses over, gives it off to Brock. 51 seconds to go now on the clock. Brock hands it off to Carnahan. He's going to drive right, back it back out, pull up over McCoy. Around the rim, he follows his own shot that was missed. Rebound and kick out to Eaton. He'll miss from just inside the three-point line. Up the floor to Grant, behind the back pass to Thornton. And what a dime from Javon Grant, as that thing was on a line and hard from behind the back. So now a steal from McCoy as he's going to lob it up for Grant.
Okay.
And now Pittsburgh's just trying to have a little bit of showboat fun against the Grizzlies. And a foul on Thornton as he tried to take a charge on Eli Heston.
That was a good pass, Will. That was a real good pass.
Clean pass. Everybody says Grant's going to be a next level basketball player, probably D1.
We talked to him at the end of the game at Pittsburgh, and he said that he had a
one offer.
One offer. I was going to say 2.
Not even anybody local yet.
Like Brown?
Yeah, Brown University or something.
Yeah.
Shot from Heston's up, no good. Rebound tipped out by Baker. Heston's going to launch a 3 now as he hits the deck, no call. And ball comes up the floor with Grant. 4 seconds. I think he's going to end up shooting. He's going to launch a three and hit it at the buzzer for Javon Grant at the end of the first half. It is the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 44, the Labette County Grizzlies 16. Let's take a 3-minute timeout here on KLKC.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and we are so excited to have this new compounding lab that we have created and designed to help you choose the different kind of medications that you might need. In here, we do compounding, custom medications for you. We could do bioidentical hormones, so that's testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. We could do DHEA. We could do any of those medications to help you level out those hormones to help you stay healthy and better. We could do troches.
Our final candidate is Ms. Kate Sweet. 2021 Tam Shot Queen is Miss Hayden Rule. Congratulations to Hayden and her 10-shot gold.
Coronation taking place as it just finished inside Harrison Gymnasium. That's the reason why we decided to take a little bit longer of a break. And Jack, it's time for Stats by Jack.
For us, Eli Heston had 5. Leading scorer had 5. Russell McCarty and Chase Carnahan had 4, and Hudson Baker had 3. And then on the other hand, Javon Grant had 26 points. English had 6, 2 threes in the second quarter. Turnbull had 6 points. Those all came in the first quarter, and Butcher had 2, as well as McCoy and Thornton. So, basically,
Subtract Butcher, we're in this game.
Yeah, or Grant.
Or Grant, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
26 of the 44. So yeah, you've definitely seen in the first quarter he only had 4, and then he scored 22 in the second quarter, and you just saw a spark. And we haven't been getting back on defense, and he's not thinking when he's shooting. So it's just the Javon Grant show right now.
Yeah, and right now Labette County, it's a pride factor at this point. You're not going to come back in this one. I'm sorry. Anybody who has any hope of Labette County coming back, they're not coming back in this one. So what's your pride factor? You're going to have to dig deep because you've got 3 big games still next week to decide where you fall heading into sub-state. And right now, you've got to get some things straight. One, are we going to figure out how to score more than 16 points? Because you ain't going to beat anybody in the league scoring 16 points in a half.
Yeah, and we talked about
especially with who's in the sub-state.
Exactly. And that's a winnable sub-state. Pittsburgh's not in it. But, we talked about earlier. Yeah, that's right. It's Chanute, Parsons, Independence, and us. And Coffeyville. Yep. So, yeah, that's going to be a great sub-state. I mean, can you imagine a Labette County Parsons sub-state championship game? That'd be great, especially we've split with them this season, and the game in Parsons was a really good game. So I would love to see that sub-state finals game between us and Parsons. But, yeah, all you can do in the second half is just, I'm going to sound like some, mom. All you can do is try your best. I mean, what else can I say? Every possession, play like it's close. Don't lay down. That's all that you can say. I mean, what else do you do?
Not much, and we'll see what Labette County has in store for us as there is 2 minutes and 15 seconds till the start of this second half action between the Dragons and the Grizzlies. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC. 1 minute to go as Coach Argerbright and his squad emerge from the locker room. Jack, any final words before we get ready to go here? Jack, any final words now?
No, I mean, like you were saying, it's just kind of a pride thing at this point. And I mean, do you want to go out of here losing 88-32? I mean, I don't.
No.
So that's what it's on track to be, and I don't think it will be. At this point, I just want to see. I'm still waiting on some. I want to see pick and roll action at the top of the key. I want to see more feeds inside to Hudson and kickouts for threes. Just practice, just work on certain things, because this is the best team that we played all season. They running clocked us first game, and it's looking like it might be that later. So at this point, just think in your head, okay, these guys are the best team we're going to see. What can we do? How can we score on them? And then whenever you play next week, it'll seem like less, because you're not playing teams near as good as Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and one of the things that you can say, one thing Coach Woods has gotten a reputation for when he was coaching JV is he doesn't back off. And so it's going to stay full throttle probably all the way till probably the fourth quarter, if not inside the fourth quarter. Ball goes inside to Turnbull on Pittsburgh's first possession, and he scores it for the Dragons, 46-16, already a 30-point deficit here for Labette County.
Yeah, running clock's 30, but fourth quarter,
Fourth quarter only. As Heston drives, gets hit across the head, no foul called. As ball comes up the floor, and a three from Grant is long, no good, or short, no good. Rebound tapped out by Thornton to McCoy. Right back to Thornton, inside to Turnbull, taken away by Carnahan. As Carnahan's going to push the pace up the floor, gets it to Vincent. Vincent's going to go up into McCoy and score it, and one for Labette County.
Yeah, and that was a nice move by Carnahan. I mean, Carnahan could have easily just not went for it and just squared up on him, but he got in the passing lane, pushed in transition, and got a nice assist.
So 46-18 and one opportunity for Vincent. He banks it home. So 46-19, full court pressure. Butcher leaks out, full court pass now from Grant, and they score it 48-19.
That's just Butcher's fourth point.
Who needs to score when Grant scores 28?
True, very
26.
true.
As ball comes out to Meister, he'll launch a three. Is wide right. Rebound off the head of Brock and off of a Pittsburgh Purple Dragon out of bounds. It will stay with Labette County. As Butcher's kind of jawing with the student section. As a shot launched by Heston, he hits the three, and Butcher turns around at the student section and points at the scoreboard. As there's a drive by Thornton, kicks it out to McCoy, down low to Turnbull. He misses the two-footer. Thornton misses the two-footer. Turnbull gets it, and he'll lay it in. 50-22 as the Dragons continue to answer right back on Labette County.
Yeah, and if they score, okay, but if they get 3 offensive rebounds and then score, that's another story, and that's happened a lot of times tonight.
As ball mishandled by Heston, kicked out to Vincent. Now over to Carnahan. Carnahan looks inside, nothing there. As he's going to drive left, get in the lane, floater off the backboard, no good. Rebound Carnahan, and he will put it up and in. 50-24 now as Grant works on Carnahan, and Carnahan fouls Grant.
Carnahan likes the assignment.
As that is his third. Don't be surprised if Chase Carnahan doesn't foul out tonight.
He likes to go for steals. He's got some of the better hands I've seen, so that comes with some fouls sometimes.
As McCoy gets it to Grant, step back three from Grant, he hits it. 53-24, Pittsburgh responds. As Butcher steals it away on a pass up the floor by Vincent, up to Grant. He will coast in the other side and in. And now it is Labette County trying to respond. Heston tries to give it off to Brock, and now Brock recovers it, takes a dribble in, kicks it to Carnahan, who's going to drive in the middle, gives it to Brock. Brock power dribble goes up, and they're going to call it on the floor, out of bounds to Labette County. As that foul goes on number 11, Jackson Turnbull. Sub comes to the table. It's Mason English replacing Turnbull as he will check out with 3.
We've done a better job at least on the paint, guarding it prior to them catching it. In the first half, we weren't really in that passing lane at all, but we've done a better job in the second half.
And another foul on Thornton now, as Pittsburgh's starting to make up for that foul total difference in the first half.
Already got 3.
As that is 3 now on Thornton, and that will send number 12, Brett O'Hara, into the ball game, replacing Thornton. Ball inbounded to Meister. He kicks it over to Brock. Around the perimeter, the ball goes. They look inside. Now up top for a 3 for Heston, as it is short. May have been tipped, but they are going to say out of bounds. And Heston thought it was tipped as well. And Labette County will pick up full court pressure here against the Purple Dragons. Cross-court pass from Grant to O'Hara. He'll kick it out now to Butcher, who will launch a 3. It's short line drive. Rebound poked away from Heston. McCoy gets it, dumps it inside to Butcher. Butcher tries to go up, and he will score it. 57-24, Vincent with the basketball.
That would have been really clean if Butcher would have knew that pass was coming and caught it. A really nice feed from Hayden.
Meister swings it around the perimeter into the corner to Vincent. Heston cuts. Carnahan fills the position. Vincent drives, kicks to Heston in the corner. Labette County still looking on the inside. Now out to Heston. He'll launch a 3. Front rim and out. Rebound, Grant spin move, and he's coming up the floor. As he looks to get all the way in the lane, he'll back it out. Now change directions and kick to English. He'll pump fake. Get in the lane, kick it back court pass to, or cross court pass to Butcher, as he'll skip it back across to Grant, and he'll launch a 3 in rhythm as he missed it, but he turned around and looked at the bench like he hit it. As now it's Vincent driving, kicks to Carnahan. Carnahan to Meister. As there's a foul on Mason English. As that is his second. Team foul number 4 on the Dragons. 3:42 here remains in the third quarter. It's 57-24 Dragons. Vincent surveys, kicks it to Meister. Meister drives left, pump fakes, kicks it back to Carnahan, who thought about the 3. Elects not to shoot it. He'll get a backdoor pass from Brock, but missed the layup. English will push the tempo for the Dragons to Grant in the corner. He'll launch a 3 and hit it. Off the assist from English, 60-24.
He's got 34.
That's 34 points for Grant, as he might try for 50 in this one. As ball comes up to the top of the key for Brock, as he tries to pass it to Vincent straight out of bounds. And subs for Labette County, as Baker, Peak, and Eaton will check in. Vincent, Meister, and Brock will check out.
And it's just stuff like that that you don't want to see. I mean, you can't pretend the scoreboard's not there and just try your best every single possession, guard your man the best that you can, drive the ball, shoot the ball the best you can. And possessions like that just tell me that we're not doing that.
Kick out 3 for Butcher. He misses.
Over the back.
Over the back
What?
on O'Hara, I assume. And it is on 12 blue, so it will go on O'Hara, as he was reaching over the top of Eli Heston. So Labette County basketball. As ball goes up the floor to Peak. He'll launch a 3. It'll be short. Doesn't draw any iron. Rebound kicked out to Heston. He'll launch a 3. Won't draw any iron. And Peak steps on the line trying to save it. And so right back to Pittsburgh, as Grant has the basketball, bringing it up the floor. As I look over down across the floor, and I'm going to assume that college coach standing down there eating the popcorn's here to watch Mr. Grant here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I would assume. He's standing there drooling, probably.
Ball goes inside to O'Hara, kicks back out to English. He'll launch a 3. And what a rebound and putback from Grant.
Yeah, basket's good.
His basket's good. Nobody got a body on Grant.
That may have been his most impressive one of the night.
And you can tell Grant's playing with a different level tonight than what he did the first matchup, and it makes you wonder somewhat if it's because the guy's standing over there in the corner.
I'm sure that would make you want to put up more shots at least, even if you don't need to. Jack up a couple just to see if they fall. But I'm sure that does play a part.
Grant's next free throw on the and one goes in, 63-24, and there's still 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. As Carnahan drives, kicks it to Heston. As now Heston surveys, gives it back to Carnahan. Carnahan will rotate it around Eaton, out of Peak in the corner, guarded by McCoy, back to Eaton. As right back up top to Heston, who tries to drive right, get into the lane, put the floater up, and is fouled. So Eli Heston will head to the line for 2 shots, as we'll see who they get the foul on. Number 2, LJ Butcher picks up the foul, as that is his 3rd. As the first one is up and no good for Heston. 1 more to come.
Yeah, I mean, Eli's battling. I mean, he took it to the rim, got fouled. I mean, what more can you ask? But, I mean, just whenever you're down by so much, it can just change how you play and how well you shoot the ball. It's just hard.
Grant gets a foot in the lane, kicks it to Butcher for 3, and hits it. What an assist from Javon Grant, and Butcher connects. And it is 66-25. Coach Auerbright looks up here, and I get the idea he isn't coming for no post-game interview tonight.
Oh, did he look at you?
Yeah. As ball kicks out to Peak, and Peak drives right, gets a foot in the lane, dishes it in to Carnahan on a nice pass. Carnahan will go up and score it after faking like he was going to dribble it back out. So 66-27, 1 minute to go in the third quarter.
Chase has done a really nice job. He's been kind of the one that's kind of stood out a little bit extra to me, especially after this deficit.
As a backdoor lob over the top to Grant from English, and he scores it 68-27, and Grant continues to put on a show. As McCoy, now on this one, blocks a shot from Eaton out of bounds, and it will go back to Labette County here with 44 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Ball inbounded to Carnahan. He scores it. Carnahan continuing to produce for Labette County. Probably his highest scoring game of the season thus far.
He's got 10, 6 in the third quarter.
As it's 68-29. Butcher with the basketball goes inside to O'Hara, guarded by the much smaller Eli Heston. Now back out to Butcher. Butcher worked on by Eaton, goes inside to O'Hara, and Cooper Peak brings the football to the game and decides to try to go for the steal and just flat plows into O'Hara. Good effort,
He
though.
did. Yeah, it was. I mean, you like to see him still, care.
Yeah.
Because it'd be easy not to. So it's good to see that.
68-29, inbound coming for the Dragons. Ball to Butcher. Butcher rotates it around. They're going to set a back screen for McCoy and miss the lob opportunity. And he'll come up the floor to Eaton. He's going to attack and get the ball pulled away, and it's going to be a held ball. Labette County basketball, 4.9 seconds.
Yeah, English isn't too bad of a player at all either. Grant sets the bar so
They
high.
keep coming.
Yeah.
There's never a rebuilding time for Pittsburgh, I don't think, in basketball at this point. As a 3 for Heston from the top of the right wing, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, it is the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 68, the Labette County Grizzlies 29. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech time. That smells fast. Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face on speech time. Act fast. Face on speech time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
County had 5 different players on the floor, as it is John Redford, John Kohler, Easton Hodge, Russell McCarty, and Jackson Gilpin for the Grizzlies. O'Hara goes with the post move and misses the 2-footer. Redford's going to push the tempo up the floor, and it's a timeout, Coach Argerbright. He calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, and we will have Jack thank our sponsors as tonight's broadcast is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op.
Other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, No Dine Legal, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood-Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, the Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement, Farm Bureau Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House.
So another sub for Labette County. Cooper Peak checks back into the ball game and replace Easton Hodge. I don't know if maybe his name wasn't in the book and Coach Argerbright just went ahead and took him out so there wasn't going to be a technical, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
As now a 3 from Jackson Gilpin hits the front right rim and out. Rebound Dragons. English brings it up the floor, takes a dribble, gets a foot in the lane, kicks it out now to Austin McKinney. He'll kick it back out now to a driving Ratzlaff, and he will miss the 2-footer, and it is a rebound. Held ball possession between Peak and O'Hara. It will go to Labette County. As now they're going to send Hodge back to the table. So they're going to discuss it. I'm assuming he's not in the book by the way everybody's going. And so I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Let's let the kid play. I mean, that's what I'd say. All right, roll it. I mean.
So they're going to go over and talk to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons to see if they want to take the technical here, up 68-29. And so we'll see. I assume he's not going to take it with the situation.
I would hope.
So the officials discuss. So they're just going to go ahead and put him in there and not assess a technical. So Hodge will check, Easton Hodge will check back in. They are going to shoot the technical free throws.
Okay.
And so we'll see. Ratzlaff step to the line. He misses the first one with one more to come. As now that will insert Easton Hodge into the book. First one is up and in, or first one was up and no good. Second one up and in for Ratzlaff. And now it's Pittsburgh basketball, 69-29 with 6:33 to go here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed in the second half. I mean, I didn't expect like a comeback and a win necessarily. But we've only scored, 13 points, which isn't, compared to the first half, is on pace to be better, but it just hasn't felt like the effort has astronomically changed in the second half.
Ratzlaff's going to dribble it left now, kicks it out to McKinney. McKinney's going to drive, give it back to Ratzlaff. Rotated around the perimeters now. It's up to Grant Rolfs. Rolfs continues to survey. He's going to drive right, tries to dump it over the top to O'Hara. Russell McCarty gets a hand on it and pokes it out of bounds. So one more inbounds for the Dragons as it comes into O'Hara. They're going to set up English in the corner for 3, and he hits it as Mason English connects. 72-29, Purple Dragons.
English has a nice stroke.
He's got the English on the basketball.
He has a really, he knows he's a good shooter too.
And he's not built like the other brothers. The other brothers were more of a what do you want to say?
I know what you're trying to say.
6'2", 6'3"
Like
frame.
a Perry Ellis.
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3" frame that played on the inside. Mason comes in. He is 6'2", but he is a well-built 6'2".
Yeah, he is. Very controlled.
So looks like a linebacker when he plays basketball.
Yeah.
But does not shoot it like a linebacker.
No, he does not.
As it is John Redford with the basketball here. 4:49 to go in this ball game. It's 72-29. Gives it off to Kohler. Now back to Gilpin. Gilpin's going to drive, pump fake, kicks it backside to Hodge. Tries to throw it across the middle of the zone to Russell McCarty, and they're going to go on a fast break, taken away by no whistle. Everybody's confused.
I like it.
As John Kohler has it, hesitates, goes up, and is fouled. As the foul is going to go on number 23, Austin McKinney. And that's going to send John Kohler to the line for 2 shots. As the first shot from Kohler is up and in. 72-30 the score. We're halfway through quarter number 4. The Grizzlies will look to bounce back Monday, so you don't forget about the schedule. John Kohler's second shot is up and in. 72-31. Grizzlies will play Monday on the road at Chanute. Then they'll play Tuesday at home against the Caulfield Field Kinley Golden Tornado in what will be senior night. And then they will conclude the regular season on Thursday on the road against the Independence Bulldogs, as the pass inside is punched out of bounds, and it will be Labette County basketball.
And that's the last week, of regular season.
Sub-State, the reason why they moved Thursday from Friday to Thursday is the play-in game for the Sub-State will be Saturday. As a 3 from Redford is no good. Rebound. O'Hara coming out in transition, going at Gilpin. Goes around him with the Euro step, does not connect it. And now Labette County will push the tempo the other way. As Redford has it, kicks it to Gilpin. He'll launch a 3. They're trying to get one to go. He doesn't draw any iron on that one. As Pittsburgh will push the tempo, and a steal by McCarty right back to Redford. As Redford, I don't know if I think he's trying to get to Russell McCarty, but the official caught the basketball and out of bounds to the Dragons.
Yeah, he was. He had a nice pass earlier to, it was Hudson, not Russell. I thought it was Russell for a second, but tried to get another one there.
So right now, if the season ended today, Labette County would not have the play-in game on Saturday. It'd be Independence and Coffeyville. But a lot can happen next week to put Labette County in a situation. So a very big week setting up for Labette County as far as sub-state seedings go. And it'd be nice to come in with that 2 seed and stay on the opposite side of the Parsons Vikings.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to see that matchup. And but then again, to see that matchup, like you said, if we're on the opposite side, we're going to have to win a couple games ourselves. We're going to have to get through a couple teams.
As it is a full court layup for Grant Rolls. Or not Grant, the Rolfs brother. Yeah, Grant Rolls, as he connects it, and a foul on the inside, and it will send John Kohler to the line for 2 shots here with 1:40 to go. He got the and one. Correction. John Kohler putting up 4 points and now looking for a 5th here. As he takes a couple of dribbles, gets ready to spin the ball on his hand, and the shot is up and long for John Kohler. Scrapford on the deck. Kohler comes away with it, puts up a floater, no good, and it is Grant Rolfs coming away with it up the floor to number 30, Tyson Weimers, as he scored last game when we played.
I think he hit it. Was it a 3? It might have been.
I can't remember.
I don't either. He hit one, though.
As now it is Labette County with the basketball with 1 minute to go. As Easton Hodge is in the corner, goes to John Kohler. He'll launch the 3, hit it for John Kohler.
He's got a good shot.
As his scoring totals go up here in this one. 74-36, a 3 around the rim and out. As they're going to try to give it right back to Weimers, and now they will. And he will dribble it up and hit the layup, as Coach Argerbright loves to see it from his team as they give the ball to him and let him hit it. And it will be Labette County bringing the ball up the floor one final time, 76-36. As they're going to let Gilpin shoot the three as he misses it short. Out of bounds, it will be Pittsburgh basketball as that will do it here inside Harrison Gymnasium. It will be a final score, Pittsburgh Purple Dragons 76, Labette County Grizzlies 36. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have stats by Jack, and we will sum this one up and get you ready for next week here on 106.7 FM.